Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, who is Cezanne Taharqa? Today we're going to be talking about the British Jamaican playwright, poet, artist, as she directly relates to a lot of what we've been talking about over the last few weeks. But first, I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share and click the bell notification. Now, over the last few weeks, a lot of faces have popped up on my channel, and yeah, I've been perhaps overly rambunctious when criticizing the people who have been involved in the payment disputes happening in the Gambia. So, that I can understand. But what I've done is I analysed the people that I've been overly critical of, and the vast majority of those people have been African American. Now, I don't think it's because they are African American, which is the reason why they are getting involved in all this trouble. It's clearly because the African American ethnicity is the largest ethnicity in the African diaspora, okay? In the diaspora. So it's likely that you're going to have more of them traveling, more of them getting into these types of problems. So I haven't been directing my energy onto African Americans, of course, on purpose, rather than trying to explain myself to some people who perhaps may listen to the way I bloody talk. I can't help the way I talk. I talk with a British accent. I was bloody raised there, for heaven's sakes, okay? Don't listen to the accent. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? The truth is that I'm not that way inclined. I love all of our people from all over the world. And so that takes us on to Cezanne Taharqa. Who is Cezanne Taharqa, and what the hell has she got to do with what's been happening to Gambia? Well, to be honest with you, she's got nothing to do with what's been going on in the Gambia lately. But she is more of a forerunner to what has been going on in the Gambia. It's really strange that this tiny country has managed to attract so many of the same types of personalities. Now, I'm not saying that Cezanne Taharqa is Art CATHEY personified, okay? She's totally different than Art CATHEY in that sort of a sense. However, the way she's been behaving in terms of bringing services to her clients and people who have trusted her with her money, with their money, is fundamentally the same. So for context, I'm going to have to give you an overview of who this lady is. Cezanne Taharqa is a British Jamaican poet, playwright. She also is an artist, and she also organizes journeys to the African continent and where people can do divinations, and they can also reconnect with their ancestral heritage. Her work in the Afro-Caribbean community in the United Kingdom is actually pretty well known. She has won awards for both her spoken and visual arts. She also promotes black relationships and black marriages, and she's what you would probably say is B1. Back in 2019, late 2019, she started to promote a new journey, a journey to the Gambia for people, middle-aged Afro-Caribbeans, who, mostly women, who wanted to travel back to Africa and try to reconnect with their ancestral past, and also try to heal themselves with libations on the beach all dressed in white. It was going to be something actually I would do. It sounded very beautiful, and so it attracted a lot of attention in the Afro-Caribbean community in the United Kingdom. Of course, because Cezanne Taharqa is a trusted and known name in the Afro-Caribbean community, she didn't have a problem collecting the funds from people, and people trusted her. They just trusted her because it actually wasn't the first time she had organized such a journey. This is where the problem starts. This is when, obviously at the beginning of 2020, the first lockdown started and travel became almost impossible for her and for her clients. So of course, as you do, if you book through a notable travel agency, we have a system in the UK called CATHEY, which is a big association which basically insures your travel. So if you book a flight or if you book a holiday through this atoll, that's it, atoll, through atoll, an atoll associated travel agency, you get your money back. There is no ifs, ands or buts, okay? You ask for your money back, you ask for a refund if you're not going to travel. Now this is where things get a little bit funny because, of course, the vast majority of travel agencies in the UK, the main travel agencies, especially the ones which fly to the Gambia, those companies, of course, are atoll protected. So she's booked through atoll. I know this because the airlines that fly to the Gambia from the United Kingdom, they are all of the major holiday airlines. Thomas Cook, your British holiday airlines like Thomas Cook. Her clients started to request for refunds for the journey, this ancestral healing journey. They started requesting for their money back simply because they weren't going to be traveling anywhere. So this shouldn't have been a problem, right? Well, of course, you wouldn't be watching this now if you thought there was going to be no problem. It's so sad, this is. Cezanne disappears. Not a trace. Poof! Into thin air. Nobody hears from her for months. And of course, she still has in her possession tens of thousands of pounds worth of other people's money that was entrusted to her to pay for these journeys. It scares me so much that we, as a people, that we are so good at effing each other over for a goddamn percentage. Now, Cezanne is not like a lot of the people that we've been talking about. She's not some sort of career criminal. She, of course, experienced some form of problem, either that or she either just became greedy and said, hey, I've got this cash. Let's just have some fun or something. I don't know. This is speculation, I'm guessing. But you really, it puts you in a position where you're asking yourself, who else can you trust with your money? Because of her position, of course, she couldn't just run off and disappear into the sunset. She, of course, has a name that she has built up over years and years and years. So eventually, after 3 months of going absent without leave, she turns back up again on Facebook and she started posting again, started speaking to the people who had requested for their money back. She started to promise these people that she would pay these people their money back. And to date, none of these people have received a single penny. Cezanne has been deflective at best, she has done everything in her power to keep her name, but to also keep the money that she had taken from these people, which is a crying shame. The reality is that during the first lockdown, a lot of people had problems, but not everybody went out and resorted to stealing other people's money. What kind of people do that? Now, over the past few weeks, I've tried to get a hold of Cezanne, and she has been non-compliant, of course. So I'm sorry I couldn't get any type of verbal or written response from her. Hopefully she'll see this video and react, but that will be a video for another day. So guys, more negativity, I suppose. Well, try not to look at it in this way. Try to look at it in a more practical sense. Try to look at it in a pragmatic way. Yeah. What you have now is the information that there are a lot of people out there who see you as a payday. And this is the truth, right? They see you as a payday. So, back to the question. Who is it you can trust with your money? It's a very easy answer. Take a look in the mirror. Yes, it's the only person that you should be able to trust with your money. You now have the power to do the research yourself. Take your time, because you have time. Do the research and make a plan and implement that plan. Go for it. Why not? And enjoy the experience, enjoy the process. Go and visit Africa, tour Africa. There are so many beautiful places where you can lay down roots. You don't have to lay down roots in the place where your Ancestry.com DNA test told you you came from. You could go anywhere. It's a free world, it's a free country. And there are a lot of countries there in Africa that are safe, stable, beautiful, financially sound as well. They do exist there in Africa. It just takes you to take your time to do the research. Doing that research could save you so much time and so much energy, and it could literally save you all your money that you've probably worked your butt off to save up over years and years and years. It's not been easy for us diasporans, I know that. Not for all of us anyway. Take care of it, respect yourself, and don't just throw it into the hands of someone who has the gift of the gab. So guys, that's all I've got time for today. As usual, if you've got any comments and questions, please leave it in the comments section below. I'd like to once again thank you for listening. Thank you to all the subscribers. If you need to speak to me directly, you can of course send me an email at tuntalks@gmail.com. That is tuntalks@gmail.com. So I'll see you in the next one, and remember, think twice, Tarara bit.